What is going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Bengals Week 16 game preview. As ladies and gentlemen, the end is finally in sight. We only have 3 more games left of this crap before we can start looking towards the draft. God, it feels just like old times, right? In the early 2000s, by this time, mock draft season was in full swing, and we didn't give a crap about what was going on the field because all we cared about was draft position. Well, look at that. The Browns decided to change the face mask color back to white that they had when they first came back. Look at that. The team reverted back to their early 2000s form. Oh my God. Of course, the Browns are on the road this week as they travel to this piece of garbage behind me down in southwest Ohio, Cincinnati to be exact. Call it Cincinnati, Cincinnati, whatever. It's still a piece of garbage. Mm-hmm. The whole city's just garbage. It's ass. Oh man. We may suck, but that will not stop me from clowning this garbage ass team behind me. Because let's be honest here. No matter how bad we are, at least we're not these losers, right? I mean, damn. Literally got the NFL's version of Dolan's as their owner. For those who don't understand, well, Mike Brown, who owns these guys, the Bungles, he's cheap, just like the Dolans. Oh man, that's tough. Having a cheap owner in the NFL. I mean, damn, that's tough. I mean, yeah, Jimmy Haslam's a bit of an asshole, but I'll tell you what, he ain't afraid to spend money. That's for sure. I mean, heck, look at the Deshaun Watson thing. I think he kind of overruled everybody on that one. I think that was his doing. Yeah. He just couldn't accept the fact that Deshaun originally said, nah, I'm good. So this loser backed up the entire conga. He backed up a conga line of Brinks trucks to Deshaun's door. Of course, Deshaun isn't going to turn that down. I mean, damn, is it $230 million guaranteed? And now he's got us tied up in that contract. We can't get out of it. So whether we like it or not, Deshaun's coming back next year. Now, is he gonna play? I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah, our 3-11 Cleveland Browns are on the road, traveling in this hunk of junk called Paycor Stadium. It's crazy that for the longest time, this cesspool didn't even have like a naming rights sponsor. They called it Paul Brown Stadium. Imagine that, right? You put the name of essentially the owner of your rival on your stadium. Because technically Paul Brown did create the Bungles, but of course he had the Browns first. Yeah. I mean, after all, the Browns are named after him. Like, that's tough. But yeah, it's the Bungles for you. They finally got a naming right, and they got a naming rights sponsor, and it's Paycor. Heck is Paycor? Oh, brother. All right, enough of that. But yeah, 3-11 Cleveland Browns on the road in Cincinnati, Ohio, to face off against the equally as bad 6-8 Cincinnati Bengals. Now, we faced them earlier this year, and they barely beat us. Right? Let's do a little flashback to that game, shall we? Let's see how things went in that game. Because I know, obviously, we didn't win. 21-14 Bengals win. Deshaun Watson was our quarterback in that game. It was actually the last game he played. Yeah. I believe that's when his Achilles went oof. And then Jameis took over, and yeah, the rest is history. In that game, we had 3 quarterbacks play. Yep. Jameis Winston came in and threw a touchdown. Woo! Yay. Yeah, we lost 21-14. Not really much went well for us. I mean, heck, the game literally started with a Bengals kickoff return touchdown. Of course, that's how it would start. Yes. Now, remember, what's interesting is we had 3 sacks, but none were from Myles Garrett. You have to wonder, is Myles going to go off in this game because he didn't go off the last time we played these guys? I think Myles is going to try his hardest to absolutely wreak havoc. And after all, he's still chasing that half a sack to get him over 100 for his career. I think he's going to get it this week. Mm-hmm. I think he'll get that half a sack at least, maybe even a couple sacks. Get him officially over that 100 sack hump. But this is going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. So, with this being the second game of the season against these guys, I'm not going to get into the series history because we already know. Browns are trying to avoid getting swept by the Bengals for the first time since 2017. Since then, we've either split with these bums or we've swept them. Let's keep up that theme and let's at least split, right? Cool. So we're gonna jump right into, I guess the news, which is mainly draft related because that's all we care about at this point. But before I do that, we got some news about the quarterback position. Or I guess they don't know what's going to happen at quarterback for the Browns this week. As Daniel Oyefusi, I guess, asked Kevin if he's ready to name a starter. Kevin straight up said, let you know later. Pretty much. Oh, man. As Daniel tweeted, and I quote, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski isn't yet ready to say who he will start at QB versus the Bengals. The Bengals. The Bengals. Wannabe Browns. Literally, everything they've been doing recently has told me that they're trying to be like us. Like, even brought out orange pants. Like, where was that earlier on in your history? And now you want to bring them out. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. Y'all can deny, oh, we're not trying to be the Browns. Literally just now brought out orange pants after we've been wearing those things forever. Like, come on now. Get real. Serious. Nah, they're not a serious team. But yeah, Adam Schefter pretty much summed it up. And I quote, Browns unsettled on who their starting QB will be. Yeah. Anything related to Cincinnati, I'll update you guys as we get into the week. Awesome. Now getting into draft talk. First, we got to look at the draft order. And you see, Browns are 7th. Of course, this is the worst year we've had in recent memory under Kevin. And we're probably not picking inside the top 5. So all these other teams are ass just like us. We chose this year to be booty cheeks, right? Like, look at all that ass. So much garbage. Oh my god. The thing is, of course, we didn't think we were going to be bad this year. Well, at least this is the year we have a first round pick. Imagine if we didn't have a first rounder this year. I'd be even more pissed. Right? Like, oh, finally, we have a first round pick. Let's beat ass. Well, at least this will give us a chance to maybe, get a top tier player. Are we actually going to see player walk the stage at the draft and put on a Browns hat for the first time since Denzel Ward? No way, brother. Denzel Ward, I believe, was the last Browns player drafted in the first round, walked the stage. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. It's either we haven't had a first rounder or obviously the sickness era happened. That draft happened. That was fun. Yeah, either the player was at home, obviously the draft remote 2020, or we didn't have a pick. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Look that up. I'm doing this in the video too. I'm not cutting this out. Look that up. I'm gonna look that up right now. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up right now. In the video. Do it live. Well, not live. What? Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, this is what I can do since I don't need to go through what the hell? The series history. All right. So the last time we had a player taken and actually walked the stage in the first round, Denzel Ward. We traded the pick in 2019 to the Giants. Remember, for the Odell Beckham trade. Jedrick Wills was at home, obviously, and then Greg Newsome was also at home. And we traded 22, 23, and 24. We actually traded the 13th pick to Philly via Houston, which they used on Jordan Davis. And then 2023 pick was traded to Detroit via Houston and Arizona, used for Jahmyr Gibbs. And then the 2024 pick was traded to Jacksonville via Houston and Minnesota, used to select Brian Thomas Jr. So you mean to tell me that if the Browns had those 3 picks, those players could be Browns? Not necessarily, but pretty much. This is our first round pick that we've had since 2021. Right? And actually see a player walk the stage and put on a Browns hat. I mean, we'll see who they take though. You know? Oh well. It is what it is. Now, as far as the chances and stuff, Daniel Oyefusi came up clutch with the info as he tweeted out, and I quote, "With 3 games remaining, the Browns have a 2.4% chance to get the #1 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, per ESPN Analytics. The way I see it, I don't think the Raiders and Giants are winning another game." Oh, after that, it seems like most of those teams play each other for the most part. Like the Jags, I think, play the Titans again. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. But yeah, we'll see how much more movement we have. Cleveland has a 49.4% chance to have a top 5 pick and a 99% chance for a top 10 pick. The Browns are one of 5 teams with a 3-11 record. Okay. Now again, going back to the draft order, obviously top 2 have 2 wins. Patriots, Panthers, Titans, Jags, they play each other, so someone's going to win, I think, unless they tie, which would be hilarious. And then the Browns. Yeah. So, Patriots, Panthers, Titans, Jags, Browns all have 3 wins. Then you have the Jets and then the Bears. Yep. Bears have 4 wins, though, so fun. And it's funny because I remember the Bears were like doing really well, and then they just fell off after that Hail Mary. Talk about ruining the vibe of a season. All right, that's enough of that garbage. So let's move into my keys to victory, right? Because I do believe we have a chance to win this game, depending on who we have at quarterback, really. Really, it's simple. Keys to victory. #1, get after Joe Burrow, which is something that Myles Garrett and company, they have been good at doing lately. #2, force turnovers and take advantage. We haven't been too keen on forcing turnovers. And when we usually force them, they usually end up being nothing. But it'd be cool to, get a pick or force a fumble and then turn that into a touchdown, right? That'd be cool. And then number three, take care of the ball, which with Jameis, we haven't really been able to do because that dude is a turnover machine. Nah. So it'd be cool to see us actually take care of the ball and, maybe score. Yeah. My player to watch, obviously, Myles Garrett. He's had a thing for wreaking havoc against the Bengals in his career so far, and I don't see that changing. I think he'll probably get a couple sacks and, stat pad a little bit, right? Make his total even better. Make his case for a back-to-back DPOY award. I don't know if he'll get that, but that'd be awesome if he did. Probably not though. Nah. But yeah, Myles Garrett, obviously the player to watch. And then getting into my prediction, which, believe it or not, I am a homer, so I'm going to have the Browns winning because I am not losing to the Bengals again. Give me the Browns 24-21. And we somehow secure the split and we win the tank. I don't even really care if we win anymore, anyways. Hey, we lose, we get draft position. We win, we beat the Bengals. It's a win-win. You can't lose. Except on the field. Even if you lose, you win because you get a better draft position, which means you have a better chance of getting a good player. Maybe a tackle who can actually block and who won't give up halfway through a play. Oh, man. By the way, for those wondering about Nick Chubb, he broke his foot, so he's done for the year. And I believe he'll be a free agent after this season. Which I'm sure he'll be back. Yeah. I mean, the freaking letter he put out when he was coming back, talking about how the Browns value him and everything. For them to let him go would be so stupid. Turning their back on a franchise icon, pretty much. A cornerstone player. They wouldn't do that. Would they? Oh, they wouldn't do that. To us, no. I'm sure they'll do everything possible to come back. I would love it if, like, the moment the season ended, right? The day after, and we see, coaches getting fired, which, by the way, for the Browns, I feel like there's going to be some changes in the staff. If you want me to do a video talking about who I think will be gone, I'll do that probably after the season or whatever. Like maybe like before the final week. I'll do like a little section in my preview video talking about who I think could be gone. I don't think Kevin's gone. Jim, I don't know about that. I mean, he could be gone, but I don't think so. I mean, he was put in a very bad predicament with his defense being injured to hell and back. Injuries all over the place. And Dorsey, I think he's gone either. I mean, the offense looked good. They actually can move the ball with a quarterback who can push it down the field and not turn it over. Because, I mean, look at the amount of games that we've had with Jameis where he's thrown over 300 yards. The offense is fine. We just need a guy to throw the damn ball and not turn it over. It's that simple, right? At least the offense hasn't felt like I, chugged a whole bottle of NyQuil. All right, that's enough of that, man. I could keep going, but I'm not going to. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So, I'll be live on Sunday like a freaking lunatic because I've done it all year. People probably wonder, why am I still streaming these games? Think about it. I did videos for an 0-16 season. This is nothing to me. This is nothing. I just won 3 games, right? If streaming was around in 2016, I probably would have streamed every game. Same thing in 2017. So, with that being said, guys, I am going to head out and probably get me something to eat for lunch. So, I'm always eating. I love to eat. Yeah. But I haven't eaten yet, so yeah. 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 So yeah, I'll see you guys. There's no play until Friday. So I guess if anything happens, I'll see you before. But yeah, probably see you on Friday for the Cavs and Bucks. And then Saturday, Buckeyes in Tennessee. And then Sunday, Browns face the Bengals. So I'll see you guys later. Go Browns. I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out. Bye bye. Yeah.